Follow me on over.
Yeah, come join me, my love. Because
really quickly, because this I really need to get. I really know I need to get.
I've been telling you, this is a household essential. Do you have a refrigerator?
Yes.
Do you have a washer and dryer?
Yes.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Yes.
Do you have a coffee maker?
Yes.
Do you have a hair dryer? Okay, all of those things, essentials. The EcoFlow can actually power almost all of your household items when you don't have power, whether that is a rolling blackout, whether that's a hurricane, it could be a tornado, it could just be a random day.
Well, think about
on
if it's like a storm. We have summer storms all across the country, and if you could lose a whole fridge of food, that's hundreds of dollars.
I know, and we experienced a lot of that last year, but this is the EcoFlow DELTA 3, so it's an incredibly powerful unit, and it has 13 different ways to keep things powered. So even things you would normally plug into a wall, of course, you know, your tablet or your computer or your phone's way to stay connected. You've got a digital display right here, so that'll let you know how much the power the unit has. And today we're doing a today's special pre-sale. So Rebecca, actually everybody's getting a chance to pick this up early. It's gonna launch tonight at midnight. And the unit itself is absolutely extraordinary. When you think about EcoFlow, they are an award-winning company. They are now giving you access to what originally, when we think of a generator, we thought of something we had to get gas for. It had fumes, we had to leave it outside. This is like your 21st century power bank inside your home that is going to keep everything plugged in and ready to go. Now, the unit itself is on an incredible today's special price, so you can get it for $519.99. But I'm just going to be honest with you, we don't have a whole lot as an exclusive bundle. And what is the bundle I'm referring to? For $100 more, you can get about $450 worth of additional product. The solar panel. I used the solar panel last year during the hurricanes because if the sun is out, even when it's cloudy, that'll actually recharge your EcoFlow so it can charge the rest of your household items. For the first time ever, we are including a wagon. The unit itself weighs about less than 30 pounds, so you could stick this, maybe you're going tailgating, maybe you're going camping, maybe you're taking this from the front of your house to the back of your house and you can load it up. So the wagon is included. The wagon runs about $130. The solar panel runs about $350. You're getting it for $619.99 and free shipping and handling and 30 days to try it out. And my friend Justin Hyatt is here, and we're gonna dive into the world of EcoFlow, which quite frankly, you and EcoFlow are extraordinary. You guys are blowing up around the globe. Like, it is the hottest company, and you guys were the first to really do it.
We were, and thanks to very much of your Justin, you know, being able to just really begin here at HSN, I think was really special. And, you know, we launched EcoFlow here over that time, as you said, 7 years. We're now in 140 different countries.
Amazing.
We're the #1 power station brand in the United States. Wow. We have over nearly 5 million new customers as well, which is unbelievable. And I think it's easy to say why, because we all need the same thing. We need power.
We need power.
Right, I mean, we all need the same thing no matter where we are in the world. We need food, we need water, we need power. EcoFlow has been able to deliver that to us, but deliver in ways that others can't. When it comes to gas and comes to propane, simply just doesn't work for everyone. What is for everyone is EcoFlow. Why? Because it's easy, it's simple, and you can use it and you will use it. And I love the size that we have here because this allows anybody in an apartment or condo to have that confidence and have that option. And you said accessibility. Finally have power anywhere in the world and anywhere in our house or even outside of our home. The Delta 3, though, is one of those that is that perfect sweet spot and at a great value where if you're saying, I've kind of been teetering. Is it going to be too big? Is it going to be too small? I want to make sure that this will power everything. This will power 99% of your home appliances. It's got brand new battery technology, and we'll show you how easy it is to use, because ultimately I think that is one of the biggest things with this as well.
Yeah, it's really a plug and play, and I've got to say from a personal experience, the EcoFlow is what got us through, you know, our hurricane season. And I will say with the solar panel, and to your point, the accessibility, like we actually looked at getting a whole home generator because of previous hurricane systems. I wasn't zoned for it. I would have had to done something with my neighbor. Definitely, you know, it was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'm like, this is such an affordable way. And we do have VIP financing. My producer reminded me, if you are someone that would like to break up these payments a little longer and you have the HSN card, please, if you don't have it, open it up because you can actually get this home. I think it's 18-month financing, Kyle? Okay, 18-month if you pick the solar panel wagon exclusive bundle, that's about $34 a month, and 12 months if you get just the unit itself, and that's about $43 and change. So let's dive in. Why EcoFlow? What is EcoFlow?
Yeah, well, what is EcoFlow? It is that solution to, again, that problem that we all have. And I think it's one of those great times that we always do right now during hurricane season, at the very beginning of hurricane season, is giving you that possibility, that way of having that self-confidence and self-reliability, which I think is extremely important for a lot of our customers, knowing that you have that independence. And maybe it's as a gift for somebody who still wants to stay independent. Now, I talked about how easy and simple this is. It is truly one touch of a button to turn this on and to turn it off. And that's huge because there's no maintenance, there's no gas, there's no propane. I can use this safely indoors. And I'll show you right here. I'm going to set this one down. I've got a light and a fan already plugged in. This is a brand new kind of look. This one looks kind of a little different than our, I don't want to call our older, but some of our predecessors. And you can see that beautiful LCD display right here. So you'll be able to see every bit of technology. I just pressed this button right up top here. I'll do it one more time for everybody. And you can see it turns on the whole entire power station. Now, it is truly a window to every bit of information that you need, because in that middle right here is going to be your percentage. A little tiny number right here. When I go ahead and hit that AC on button, you'll see that change. You'll be able to see your wattage in and your wattage out, but it'll actually tell you exactly how long it'll be able to run all of these different appliances. Now, you see this button right here? That's what powers my AC outlets. And now I've got my light and my fan. But what you'll also notice is we, of course, have all of our smaller ports, our USBCs, our USBA. Why? It's the little things, like our phones, that are most important to us as well. It's the entertainment, it's the communication. So we'll be able to have plenty of power to power up all of our small electronics. But they're not getting this for just your small electronics. You're getting this for your larger electronics. So 13 ports total. Now, we're using just 2 of them, but I want you to recognize that we still have 4 ports still available. 3 out of those 6 are full 3-prong AC outlets as well. One of the things that's amazing about this is that it's also IP65 rated. So it's splash proof. So even if you're in an environment that you might not think, well, it's going to get wet, maybe somebody accidentally splashes it, you don't have to worry about that. And again, just one touch of a button. I don't know if we can zoom out. I wanted to show the light and the fan, because when I go ahead and I turn that AC outlet on and off, you'll see in just 2 seconds it continues to power that up. Now, when I turn it back on and those kick back in, you know, Valerie, it's going to tell me the percentage, but then it'll tell me exactly how long. And it's saying roughly it's looking about 17 hours right now. I can run a light and a fan just straight.
And you wouldn't be doing that, quite frankly. I know, because I experienced it last year, right? Maybe I'm going to run the fan for a few hours, but the light I only needed at night, you know? And then there's other things, to your point, whether it's a phone, whether it's a tablet, whether you're having to plug something in that would normally go into the wall. That's what really sets this apart. It's not like those portable banks where, USB, USBC, whatever. This is your wall outlets, portable, from room to room, safer on pets, safer on children. And it really kind of powers the majority of the household things that you absolutely necessity must have during a, an emergency situation.
Yeah, a great point, because, what you just said, too, is, and just to unpack that, right? A light, of course, we're using at night. A fan, maybe you've picked up the Live Pure fan, and so now you have a way to have something right there. But as we prioritize, and as you know, when you've been through this, you do realize, I need to prioritize what's the most important thing to me. First thing that we typically do is we're going to plug the refrigerator in, because when we have the good fortune of getting prepared for maybe a possible storm like a hurricane, what do? We get all of our food, we get it all packed up. We're spending $300-400 on getting that food because we need the food. How are we going to keep the food protected? We need to be able to plug it in. So that's one. But then we're going to want, out of just pure necessity, to be able to cook that food. You'll be able to use a full-size microwave. You'll be able to use a full-size air fryer. I've got an induction burner right here. So having that peace of mind, knowing that I can cook food. We've had a lot of others say, just warming up a baby bottle. All those different things.
It's the comfort.
It's the comfort. It absolutely is.
It's the comforts that keep the kids quiet, you sane, feeling cool, feeling protected, and not feeling alone and stranded. And one of the thing is you'll see in this video, this is actually, yes, for those emergency moments, but because it gives you access to power where power can't be found, you're gonna take this on the road with you, whether it's RVing, whether it's camping, whether you are going to the beach, or, the kids have some outdoor activity and you're like, you know what, I wanna bring my fan, I wanna be plugged in, maybe you wanna have a little snack. So it really is such an incredible portable way to stay powered to 13 different devices, even at the same time. You can plug them all in done at the same time. There's like no trickle charge or anything like that. And today at $519.99, you're getting the first look at the EcoFlow Delta 3 with the 13 ports. Now here's what I want to tell you. For $100 more, I am urging you, while we still have it, and because we're starting this early, get the solar panel wagon bundle, because for $100 more,
God,
which is crazy, it's pennies a day, you're getting nearly $500 more. It's like a 50% off sale, nearly $500 more worth of value. And those are pieces that we've never done before altogether.
I'm in love with the wagon.
I do too. I love it.
We've never done the wagon before. And look, if you're a wagoneer like me, I've gotten some wagons in the past, and they're not cheap, frankly.
No.
And then for whatever reason, you know, you get them and they're like the very flimsy aluminum. This one is there's nothing about it that's flimsy. It is truly built to be solid. You'll now have a way to wheel around just about anything, and of course even your full-on EcoFlow plus the solar panel. We saw that the wagon itself is like $160.
Yeah.
So I mean, just the value there, and it's really, really well made. I love that you do get the solar panel. It's one of the things that we always want to offer, is because eventually, of course, this isn't the never-ending gobstopper.
Yeah.
It's going to run out of power. We need to be able to recharge it. So having the solar panel means renewability. So I can take this, as you said, maybe camping, maybe it's out tailgating, maybe it's just on the balcony, on the, the front porch, wherever it might be, and now have that way of recharging my power station. You talked about trickle charge. We've seen this in kind of jump starters. It takes a long time.
Right.
With our power stations, one of the things that's amazing is that it doesn't take 5 hours. It doesn't take 3 hours. It takes less than 1 hour to charge this, not from 0 to 80%, but 0 to 100%. And we used to say 0 to 80% in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Now we say 0 to 80% in 30 minutes.
Wow.
So the battery technology has truly evolved, and we continue to push the limits and the possibilities of what battery technology can do. Of course, we have all of the battery management systems that are built in as well, so never overheating, never overcharging, just that really quick, rapid charge. You say, well, what's the importance there? Well, I don't want to just skip over that like it's not a big deal. One, it just tells you how great the battery technology is. But if we're in a pinch, maybe it's we're going on a road trip, or we see a storm that's coming. We're watching the news and say, hey, you need to get ready. There's going to be massive thunderstorms. You don't want to be sitting there thinking, I've got how long until the storm gets, and I've got 5 hours to charge this?
In that point, that's why it's so important to get it while we have it as a today's special. You don't want to wait until everybody's looking for everything online and prices skyrocket or it's not available. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. We have a credible relationship with EcoFlow, and Justin's bringing you the very best. This is the lowest price we could find. EcoFlow is now found around the world, and we were one of the first retailers to bring it to you. So if you want just the unit itself, it's $519.99. Of course, you can use FlexPay. You can use VIP financing on any, on your credit card, on your HSN card. It comes to be about $43 a month. If you want the one with the solar panel, yes, please, I'm telling you. And you get the wagon too. Do VIP financing with your HSN credit card. It gives you 18 months to pay it off, and it's gonna be $30 and change. So this is an invitation. Do it now. You still have 30 days. 30 days to get it home and play with it, just like you would anything else. No gas, no fumes, no propane. You don't have to leave it outside, unlike traditional generators that you have to keep outside with a window cracked and all of these safety measures. This you bring inside. Literally can keep it in your closet, keep it in the pantry, keep it wherever. You can use it every single day if you want to for your regular household plugging in things. But the emergency kind of peace of mind of knowing you can pull this out and keep your family feeling safe, feeling comfortable, feeling protected, it really is a game changer. So I'm gonna toss it over to Justin so we can show you some more incredible things about this bundle. And I love that you bring us special exclusive sets from EcoFlow that people can't get elsewhere.
You cannot find this anywhere else. It is completely exclusive. I know we just quickly talked about the wagon, but the wagon is gonna be one of those true handy, I know as cliche as that might be, way of moving around your power station. It is less than 30 pounds. We have some that are 50 and over 100 pounds. So it's nice to know that you do have that true portability. You're gonna end up using this for a variety of different things. Trust me, especially if you're thinking about those road trips or maybe even those beach days. We got some big beach weekends coming up. The solar panel, what does that do? Again, renewability, replacing gas. What you will never see inside of any home is what? A generator. Now you kind of will because you've got your power station. So I wanted to just show this again because I know this is a bit of an abbreviated presentation. I want to move over here to the bedroom really quickly because this is where I want you to really consider all of the possibilities. We're not just talking about when we say prioritizing, only staying with kitchen priorities and food and necessity. I want to think about even medical appliances like having, for instance, a CPAP machine, an oxygen machine, dialysis machine. How many of you out there right now rely or know somebody who relies on medical devices like this. And look, when you invest in a CPAP machine, you do it because you realize you need it. And these are the things that we talk about when we talk about necessities, right? Those needs in our life. Now you have a way to be able to run your CPAP machine literally right next to your bed. And your CPAP machine will be louder than your EcoFlow. Why? Because this only runs at 30 decibels. That's it. So it is completely whisper quiet. It'll be there right by your bed. And now you have a way to have a light and a fan by your bed. So you're not sitting in the dark. You now are not sweating in the middle of the night. As we know, at summertime, nobody wants to be brutally hot. That's actually a lot of what this hour has been. Don't sleep hot.
Yeah, it's true.
But the fan and the bedding. And now have a CPAP machine. Having a phone, to be able to charge. We talk about the importance of that. And I just want to show you really quickly. This is saying right now, and this will start to settle down, roughly about 10 hours. Now, this is going to be a little bit more than 10 hours once the CPAP machine kind of levels itself out. But even if it was just one full night of being able to have that CPAP machine, it would be worth its weight in gold. And then have a way to charge your phone. And again, I know abbreviated presentation right now, but the bundle and the exclusivity right there, that's why being here now is extremely important.
Okay, and I love the one button press, right? One touch to press it. You don't have to worry again about it being near your bedside. Safe. Being near the kids, safe. Being on the carpet, safe. Being inside, safe. This truly is an investment that you will thank yourself. And when your neighbors, are like, how are the lights on? The whole street doesn't have any power. This house right over here, it's because you had the EcoFlow. How did I keep my food cold? It's because I had the EcoFlow. How did I have coffee in the morning? Because my husband wanted a nice wife. It's because I had the EcoFlow. And I only plug the coffee maker in for the time I need the coffee. Then I unplug it. Then I plug my phone in so I can stay in touch with my friends, my family. I'm telling you guys, this is something, and if you read the reviews on all of the EcoFlows we've had here, everybody writes extraordinary experiences and stories. Their mother, their father, their son, their daughter. It could be tornadoes. It could be rolling blackouts, it could be winter storms, it could be hurricanes. And this unit weighs less than 30 pounds, so you can move it from room to room, and all the ports are on, just like you have those wall outlets. You're gonna have 6 of those. You've got all the ports for all of your electronic devices, that easy display. As I spin it around the back, you can, plug this in, you can recharge the unit. And then if you're getting the bundle is the best deal. Honestly, it's 50% off. You get the wagon for the first time ever, which you're gonna wanna carry all the things if you are going for those fun events, whether it's camping, tailgating, going to the sports events. The wagon can be used for that and so much more. It does bring you also a cover for your EcoFlow, which is also really nice. That's included. And then the solar panel is included. This is the first time we've ever done this. This right here is probably a value of over $500 or $600. So I'm excited you guys are here. Here's what's happening. The bundle, the 3-piece bundle, Delta 3, solar panel, and the wagon is most popular. You're getting a chance to see it first. $619.99, free shipping and handling. You have 30 days to be able to try it out. And yes, you are going to use it, and you'll get a 5-year warranty on this. So peace of mind is really where it's at. But this is something I've been using my EcoFlows for years, and they don't ever expire. I don't ever have to do anything with them. If you want to get it on VIP financing, this bundle's 18 months to pay it off on your HSN credit card, and it is, you say 44? $34 and change. So going back to sort of the beginning with just a couple minutes left, Justin, I think that the inherent beauty of this is how simple it is and how life-changing it is. Yes, you talked about I said a coffee maker, right? Because that was important to me, but the CPAP machine, the medical devices, the baby formula, keeping a loved one, cool because maybe they've got some other medical things going on. It just gives me that sense of I can breathe easy because I know I have the EcoFlow.
There's a very big, stark difference between being prepared and unprepared.
Absolutely.
And that mental feeling of knowing, look, I've got everything I need. I've got my food, I've got my water, and I have my power. Now, that third option of having power never truly existed for a lot of us. If it was just the physical ailment aspect of something heavy. So when this happens, the power goes out. What do you go grab? What do you get? If you can't have the option of saying, well, let's go grab the generator. We live in an apartment or condo, or you physically can't go and say, I'm going to go grab the generator. Or when's the last time you ran the generator? Is your gas still good? All the maintenance. in just a pinch, in 2 seconds, we can come over here and literally turn on our power station and turn it off. Again, one touch of a button to turn these lights on, and then one touch of a button to turn them back on. The maintenance, and you had mentioned something really quickly. It feels like it lasts forever, right? These batteries have gotten better. This is the 4th generation of our LFP batteries. And what does that mean? Why do you want the latest and greatest? Because we've upgraded from what used to be about 300-ish life cycles to 3,000.
Wow.
With this one, 4,000. So let me
Wow.
explain what that means. You're saying life cycles. Our phones, your phone ever feel like it just doesn't hold the charge like it
Yes.
used to? It's because a battery only has